Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it in? Somebody's getting it for you. What's going on, people? Woo, what's going on, people? It is a day every day, another day we call Friday. Anyway, it is Friday once again. Anyway, what's going on, people? Oh, it's just been crazy. I was watching the Wendy Williams show today, and they were talking about Michael Sam. That's the black guy who became the NFL draft, which I didn't know his name before, but I know it now. I did a little bit of research anyway, that being said. And when he was the last person of the draft pick from what I was heard, and also his family does not support him being gay, and he got draft picked, and you know, he's going to basically play the game of sports, you know. Who knew gay people know how to play sports? Anyway, that being said, it is so funny. I was also watching another video of an ETM, or forget what they call it, ambulance worker, ETM, I guess that's what they call it, EMT worker. And he was in a car, walking all butched up. All of a sudden the song came on. Honey, the kid had arrived. In other words, he was one of the girls. Anyway, that being said, and I don't want to call him one of the girls, but you know what I mean. He was one of the rainbow children. Anyway, that being said, you know, and he carried and did Vogue and stuff like that, and it made me feel good. You know why? Because it let me know that we are everywhere. You never know the mask that we all wear on our face. You never know if we're standing next to you. You never know if we're the ones that's in the bank. You never know if we fly your plane. You never know if we're the one knocking at your door giving you insurance. You never know if we're the ones fixing your car. And when I say you never know, I mean we're the rainbow children, the LGBT community. You never really know. So it is amazing that when we find out one of us, we go, yes! There go another one of us. You know, and I'm so happy, and it makes me happy, you know. It's not always about the transsexuals and stuff like that. It's just one of my people, you know, and that's my family, the LGBT community. Some of you girls like me don't want to be a part of that because you're now a woman, and, you know, and women don't do those things, and they don't associate with those people anymore. Because you're so grand now, you're so fabulous. Anyway, that being said, that takes me to my point where I'm going to. You know, the guy got up there on the Wendy Williams show. He's the anchor guy. I know his name. I really don't give two flying. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, he's one of the children, so I shouldn't care. But this is where Raven has a problem with certain people within the family community, which I call you my family. I may not agree with you, may not agree with me. But when you get to the top of a status where you're an anchor and you're on TV and stuff like that, and, you know, and you could be the kind of person that, you know, show other people like, it is not a problem. It is not a problem. But I always find it really weird that once someone like us get to that status, the first thing we always do is tune our nose up to one of our own. And we always go, oh. So this anchor guy proceeded to say, well, I couldn't believe that he actually kissed him and stuff like that on TV and stuff like that. Like, he was talking as if he was a straight person. Like, you're openly gay, and you're sitting up there, you have set among society's seats, and now all of a sudden you're judging like everyone else judged us, when you forgot that they judge you when you walk out the room. And I find it so amazing how we always forget, you know, where we come from. And he said a month, he was like, well, I didn't, you know, I really have a problem with it. But you did have a problem with it, and you addressed it on national TV. I feel as though there's some things you shouldn't say, you know, in front of the month, especially if you're amongst the ones who are, you know, that way. Just like with the black people. We get around black people and stuff like that. We may say a lot of mean things about each other. When we get around white people and they say it about us, we get offended. Just like white people. When white people are around a whole bunch of white people and stuff like that, and we get around a bunch of black people and they talk about white people really bad, do you not think that the white person get offended, upset because you're talking about their people? They don't give a fuck that the fact that whatever they did to you, it's the fact that it's one of their own. And in the back of their mind, and it's even with the Spanish people. When you go around a whole bunch of other people that's not Spanish and they talk about Spanish, you get offended. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's my point. You know, we can say what we want amongst our own race, but when another race or somebody else of another gender says something about it, we get a little offended. You know, and the thing that got me with him was, he was like, oh, I just couldn't believe it and stuff like that. And it also takes me to another level of something else. Everybody believes in doing everything differently, and I'm not knocking that. You know, and that's the way I feel. You know, and I'm not going to say, well, you know, he should have did it, he felt as though he needed to do what he needed to do within that time. I just felt as though he could have addressed it a whole differently type of way. How can we have people all of a sudden, how can we have people try to accept us and understand us if we sit up there and put our frown down amongst each other? You know, and we sit among, we all know we're not perfect. We all know we have our flaws. But the thing about it is, when you sit up there and you're on a platform and you sit up there and you could actually make people, well, you know, he kissed me. You could have been like this. This is why I would have did it. Did you see that? Oh my God, I was so happy. And it was so happy and stuff like that. He tried to clean up and said, well, the guy's family wasn't there. We don't need to know that. We really don't need to know his family wasn't there. We need to know what you was going to say about it, how you could have created such a positive thing about it. We need to hear you say, oh my goodness, I saw that. I was so happy. Oh, I went up. I was like, yes. And then, like, you know, when you went to Medicom, she was like, well, we lost one to the, you didn't lose one because you never had them. That's what he should have said. He was never yours to lose. That's the funniest thing. You can't claim something that's not yours. Just like me claiming somebody's wife and they're not mine. I can't claim that person because they're never mine. So how do you claim something that was never yours? You know, that's just something I just find it to be so amazing when people say, well, you know, we lost another gay one and stuff like that. We lost another gay person. We lost another straight person to gay people. You didn't lose them. It was not up for grabs. It was not yours to lose. Anyway, that being said, you know, I watch other transsexuals get on platform, and I'm not going to say any names, and I watch you come after the ones who helped get you to where you gotten to. You know, and I find it so amazing that you want to try to, you know, you want to fix this and you want to fix that. And I understand that some things may not work really well for you. But the thing about it was that that person put you up. It is so amazing how you stand on a platform that someone else got you there, and now you're coming back after that same person and attack them. You have misguided attacking. You need to attack the ones who are killing us. Let's see something more different. Let's see you do documentaries on killing. Let's see you documentaries like I've done as far as trying to let people get aware of what is actually happening to us. Let's see you do stuff like that or trying to plead for something of helping someone else instead of trying to see how beautiful you are and how you could try to do this and this and this. Like, I can't say too much because I say too much. You're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. I can't throw my sisters under the bus, even though I do not agree with a lot of things you say, and I do not agree with other transsexuals, putting down other transsexuals, but I'm not the kind of person who's going to put your name out there to let you know, but it's just, I find such a problem with that, you know, and I don't think you should do it. I think there are so many issues out here within trans that need to be addressed that you need to focus on and try to help us get jobs. You need to try to help us do things that's going to be much more positive and try to do these things. You do not go back and bite the hand that fed you. You know, and I find it so amazing. You feel it's so safe to do that. And it's just wrong. And I don't condone other transsexuals attack you, but they have their right to attack you too because you forgot where you came from. And it's so amazing when people get on a certain status, they forget where they came from. What you say, baby? Say it again. When you get on a certain status, you forget where you came from. So bitches like Beyonce say, bow down to the one who put you there because bitch, without that person, you will not be there. Because no one ever knew what the hell they went through to get to where they got to. Here it is now, you got to a level that you never have to go through the things they went through, and now you want to go after them. Go after something much more meaningful. Help one of the girls. We don't give a fuck about names and all that lady boy. They're going to trust at the end of the day. I don't give a shit how much surgery you have. They're going to call you a man. You can be the most passive translator. Once they find who you are, you're a man. Anyway, that being said, I want to know, have you ever known somebody who got to a certain status that they seem to forget where they're coming from? Anyway, I want to say hello all new people. Boom. I want to say hello old people. Bam. And I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I want you to do you. I want you to do your best with it. You can. And if nobody like it, then fuck them.